I just felt maybe not at my best. I remember just going with him and all the kids, whether we go to church.
My best to make it happen. So when I was 9 years old, the show The Real World came out. I remember me and my best friend Allison were sitting and it debuted.
A book, right? But then after so many, after I was tested so many times,
right. In Interview 1. In the Kardashian family, this tea is piping hot, and trust me, you'll want to hear every detail about what's going down between Kourtney and Kim Kardashian. So let me spill what's happening. Kourtney is pointing fingers at Kim, claiming she's the reason her marriage with Travis Barker might be falling apart. And hold on to your seats, because this gets wild. Apparently, there's some history between Kim and Travis that's causing major drama. Here's the bombshell. Kourtney is accusing Kim of having a romantic past with Travis. And get this, it supposedly happened while Travis was still with Paris Hilton. I know, right? The plot thickens because Travis allegedly cheated on Paris with Kim back in the day. And now Kourtney's worried that history might repeat itself. Let's dive into this messy timeline. Remember when Kim was Paris Hilton's assistant? Well, according to Paris, Kim completely betrayed her in what people are now calling one of the most shocking celebrity betrayals of the time. Interview 2. A classic Kardashian move. This tea is scalding. The Kardashians have become somewhat infamous for going after their sister's significant others, and this story is no exception. Yikes. The drama goes like this. Travis and Paris Hilton were living their best life together when Kim supposedly swooped in and started a secret affair with Travis. But wait, it gets even juicier. This wasn't even the only time Travis was allegedly involved in such drama. Travis's ex-wife, Shanna Moakler, has been calling Kim out for years, claiming she caught Kim and Travis having an affair while she was still married to him. In an interview with US Weekly, Shanna dropped a major bombshell. I divorced my ex because I saw them. I caught them having an affair. Let's not get up. She wasn't dealing in rumors. She claims she saw it with her own eyes. According to the timeline, all of this went down while Kim was still working as Paris Hilton's assistant. Even Travis himself has spilled some tea about this in his memoirs. He admitted to checking Kim out during that time, saying he even told his friend Chris, yes, as in Chris Brown, not Kris Jenner, I don't care if she's the closet girl, she's hot. This was during a trip to Amsterdam when Kim was tagging along with Paris and Travis. Travis claimed in his memoir that after the trip, he and Kim stayed in touch. They went to dinners and everything, though he swore he was a total gentleman. But here's where it gets really interesting. Things start to get a little crowded. Travis calls his wife Mary and asks the girls to move in. Interview 3. Travis keeps denying the cheating claims, insisting they were just flirtatious and that nothing ever happened. But if that's true, why is there so much drama surrounding their past? According to sources close to the situation, Travis actually got pretty serious about someone right after his breakup with Paris Hilton. While no names were mentioned, the timing lines up perfectly with when Kim was in the picture.
But it wasn't ever really
Travis reportedly got his heart broken because this mystery girl wasn't looking for anything serious. Now, he supposedly can't even stand to be around her. And here's where it gets juicier. Danity Kane singer Aubrey O'Day just dropped a major bomb. She shared an old Instagram story that read, I was BFFs with Kim Kardashian during the 4th of July. She was hooking up with Travis Barker and we were at his house. He was really dope. Talk about receipts. But what's even more concerning is how Kim has been treating Kourtney during her pregnancy. Like, seriously, not cool. Y'all know Kourtney went through so much to have this baby. IVF treatments, surgeries, the whole 9 yards. Instead of being a supportive sister, Kim has been stirring up drama. Here's the tea. When Kourtney came back from the hospital after having surgery to protect her and her baby's life, Kim didn't show up with flowers or offer support. Instead, she started drama. And no guarantee that there's going to be a renewal of friendship.
Really gone back and watched.
Right. I really see you come to life, like you find your voice and you find your footing like after a few years. And even the sound of your voice changes.
I know, that's the biggest mystery to me and my sisters. We are blown away.
It was messy.
And then I talked to Johnny. He's like, yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. And I was just getting ready to text her, and then I saw the dots pop up when she was getting ready to text me. I was about to say stoked. We tried our
my best to make it happen. So when I was 9 years old, the show The Real World came out. I remember me and my best friend Allison were sitting, and it debuted. And I looked at her and I go, this is what I want to do. I want to be on a reality show.
Really?
And I was like, when we're 18, can we make an audition tape and send it in?
In Interview 4, Kim actually had the nerve to bring up Kourtney's kids, saying they come to her with their problems. Like, who does that to their pregnant sister? And don't even get me started on what happened at Kourtney's wedding. Kim was acting like a total diva, making everything about herself. During Travis's son's heartfelt speech about Kourtney being like a mother to him, Kim actually tried to shut him down. The secondhand embarrassment is real, y'all. Kourtney finally confronted Kim about all of this, saying, "You hate us. You're a different person." And Kim's response? Total dismissal. She just brushed it off like it was nothing. Kourtney even called her out, saying, "You cannot stand someone else being the center of attention. You came to my wedding and you couldn't be happy. You complained from the second you got there till the second you left."
I just felt maybe not at my best. I remember just going with him and all the kids, whether we'd go to church or to an art museum or we went to the Happiness Museum one time with
And he
all the
loves that
kids.
shit with you. Like, he loves Disney.
Denied everything and accused Kourtney of being jealous. Now check this out. When Kourtney had to rush to the hospital for emergency surgery, guess what Mama Kris did? Instead of being there as, an actual mother, she showed up with a whole camera crew. Seriously? Your daughter is having a medical emergency and your first thought is, this would make great TV? But here's where it gets good. Kourtney wasn't having any of it. She confronted her mom and shut the whole situation down. And honestly, fans are living for this new, more assertive Kourtney, who's finally standing up to her family's fame-hungry ways. Want to know something even spicier? Remember when Kourtney first got pregnant? Guess how Kris found out? Through the internet, just like the rest of us. Can you imagine being Kris Jenner and finding out about your daughter's pregnancy on social media? But according to insiders, this wasn't just Kourtney forgetting to call her mom. It was totally intentional. Interview 6. Sources close to the family are spilling that Kourtney has been keeping a lot of things from Kris lately.
How much better I feel when I'm not on it as much. And I do think it's important, for work or, there's moments when I think it makes sense, but I try to almost give myself limits like, okay.
Meanwhile, Kim seems to be taking pages right out of Kris's playbook, always looking for ways to steal the spotlight from her sister. The whole situation is just toxic energy, which is the last thing Kourtney needs right now with a new baby. But here's the silver lining in all this drama. Travis Barker has been standing firmly by Kourtney's side through everything. When she needed to distance herself from her family, he supported her. When Kim tried to start drama about Kourtney's kids, Travis had her back. This whole situation is really highlighting who's truly there for Kourtney and who's just there for the cameras. And it looks like certain family members, Kim and Kris, might need to do some serious soul searching. Kourtney and Kim are both involved in support and the legal aspects of Kim's appearance. The attorney who guided her in trial might need to get to knowing her internally better. The real question is, how long can this family dynamic last? Interview 7. With Kourtney setting these new boundaries and finally prioritizing her peace over family drama, something...
A book,
Right.
But then after so many, after I was tested so many times,
Right.
And then especially after the crash, people were like, yo, they want you to do Oprah, they want you to do Larry King. I was in no state to talk to nobody.
Right.
I couldn't even.
Remember how the Kardashians always showed up to events together? Well, apparently that's all changing. Kourtney has been turning down joint appearances, and it's causing serious tension with their brand deals. What's really interesting is how the power dynamic is shifting. For years, Kim and Kris have basically controlled the family's narrative, right? But now, Kourtney is out here doing her own thing with her Lemley wellness brand, and she's not letting them have any say in it. Sources say this is driving Kris absolutely crazy because she can't get her usual 10% momager cut. The family's PR team is reportedly in complete chaos trying to handle all this. They're used to coordinating stories and controlling narratives, but Kourtney's new "I don't care what anyone thinks" attitude is throwing a wrench in their playbook. She's even started doing interviews without running them by the family first. And get this, Travis's influence on Kourtney isn't just about their relationship. Interview 8. And Travis has apparently been encouraging Kourtney to break free from the family's grip on her career, too. He's introduced her to his own business contacts, and word is she's planning some major moves that have
came back.
Yeah, so I went to the restroom, everything was fine, and I come back and I see Scott being dragged out of the club by security guys, and he's screaming at people with pointing his finger, and I had no idea what happened, so instantly I was like,
genuinely seems to care about the products she promotes. Now let me spill even more tea about what's happening with these family business deals and partnerships. You won't believe what inside sources are revealing about how deep this rift really goes. The entire Kardashian empire has always been built on this idea of family unity, right? But behind the scenes, it's total chaos. Kourtney's new approach isn't just affecting family dynamics, it's hitting them where it really hurts, the bottom line. Several major brands that usually work with multiple Kardashian sisters are now being forced to choose sides. And surprisingly, many are leaning toward Team Kourtney. The reason? Authenticity. While Kim and Kris are still pushing this perfectly curated image, Kourtney is keeping it real. She's open about her struggles, her boundaries, and her values. She's not afraid to show the messy parts of life, and brands are eating it up. Plus, her wellness-focused rebrand is resonating with audiences who are looking for something more genuine. Interview 9. With Poosh and Lem, Kourtney is actually resonating with people who are tired of the typical Kardashian excess. Sources close to the family's business dealings say there's massive tension over contracts and appearances. Apparently, Kris has been trying to bundle deals with several other sisters together. But
I want to start getting a house in the middle of nowhere, literally in the woods.
Yeah.
Like a tiny cottage.
Yeah.
That you could just
And
hang.
like
But your kids would
Sleeping
go,
Beauty.
We're cameras,
Where
mommy.
are we?
Totally.
Right.
But I need it. And every time I travel though,
about what she'll film and what she won't, especially when it comes to her pregnancy and new baby. This has thrown production into complete chaos because they're used to having unlimited access to everyone's lives. But here's the kicker, ratings actually go up whenever Kourtney does appear. In Neighborview 10, which is making the producers side with her more and more. Travis's influence in all of this can't be understated. He's introduced Kourtney to a whole new world of business opportunities outside the typical reality TV sphere. They're even working on joint ventures in the music industry, and there are whispers about a potential lifestyle brand that could directly compete with Kim's various product lines. What's really fascinating is how this is affecting the younger sisters, Kendall and Kylie. They've been watching Kourtney's rebellion closely, and sources say they're taking notes. They've seen how she's managed to break free from the family's controlling dynamic while still maintaining her success, and they're reportedly starting to question their own business relationships with Kris. The timing of all this couldn't be worse for the family brand. With Kim's Skims facing increased competition and Kylie Cosmetics sales reportedly dropping, they really needed to present a united front. Instead, they're dealing with what might be their biggest crisis yet, the breakdown of the very thing that made them famous, their family bond. The ripple effects of this family drama are spreading far beyond just the Kardashian inner circle. A-list celebrities who've long been family friends are starting to take sides, and even Hollywood power players who've worked with the family for years are getting caught up in the tension.
10 years. So it's it does make it really easy. We just all know each other and each other's intentions, and I think
love
it
that.
makes it easy.
Do you have a favorite tattoo of his?
The Kourtney, of course.
Kourtney is the best
He
one.
also
Are you seeing all the things I'm saying about her behind her back
the tension rises all over again, and then you have to wait more months for the audience to see it and get everyone else's opinions. So it is a cycle. I think I like to look at it as therapy.
View 11. In a move that has fans buzzing and the internet ablaze, Kourtney Kardashian appears to be distancing herself from her family's signature drama, refusing to get caught in the crossfire. The battleground has shifted to social media, where every post from Kim Kardashian ignites a flood of comments, with countless fans rallying under the banner of Team Kourtney. It's a tidal wave of public opinion, signaling a dramatic shift in how audiences perceive the Kardashian-Jenner family dynamics. For many, Kourtney's decision to draw boundaries represents a long overdue stand against what they see as a toxic family environment. Even Travis Barker's ex-wife, Shanna Moakler, who's often been critical of Kourtney's stance on protecting her family and setting limits, this rare moment of solidarity underscores how deeply Kourtney's actions are resonating beyond the usual fan circles. The fallout isn't just personal, it's beginning to ripple into the Kardashian brand itself. Remember those iconic family Christmas cards and heavily produced holiday specials? Word on the street is that Kourtney is planning her own holiday content this year, focusing on her blended family with Travis and their children. Unlike the glitzy, highly curated Kardashian traditions, Kourtney's approach is rumored to be more intimate, authentic, and heartfelt, qualities that fans seem to crave in today's era of transparency. This pivot raises pressing questions about the future of the Kardashian-Jenner empire. For decades, Kris Jenner's tried-and-true playbook of manufacturing drama for ratings has been the backbone of the family's success. But with the tides of public opinion turning, it seems that strategy may no longer hold the same allure. Audiences are gravitating toward Kourtney's unpolished, genuine journey over Kim's meticulously curated narrative. As one industry expert noted, we could be witnessing the end of an era in real time. What makes this moment even more compelling is how it highlights a potential paradigm shift for celebrity culture. Kourtney is proving that there's another way to handle fame, one that doesn't require sacrificing your peace of mind or family values for the sake of publicity. Her quiet rebellion against the Kardashian machine is sending shockwaves through the industry, leaving fans and critics alike wondering if this marks the beginning of a broader evolution for the family. End quote. The question everyone's asking now is whether this will finally force Kim and Kris to reconsider their approach. Can the family adapt to a world where authenticity reigns supreme, or will they double down on their old tactics, risking irrelevance in the process? It's a high-stakes crossroads for the Kardashian brand, one that could redefine their legacy in the years to come. For now, one thing is clear: Kourtney isn't backing down. Her journey, grounded in authenticity and personal growth, is resonating with fans in ways that the family's heavily produced narratives no longer can. Whether it's her choice to focus on family boundaries or her decision to craft her own brand of content, Kourtney is charting a new course, and fans are here for it. So what's your take on this unfolding drama? Is Kourtney paving the way for a new kind of celebrity storytelling, or is this just another chapter in the Kardashian saga? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and if you've been loving these deep dives into celebrity dynamics, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Stay tuned, because this is one story that's far from over.